Right, I think we are live. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me for this semi-impromptu unboxing video. This is Miskatonic Tales, Journey into Innsmouth, and this was due to arrive today. So I didn't want to advertise the unboxing video because sometimes it doesn't arrive when it says it's going to. Hopefully you can hear me, you can see me okay. And it has just arrived. It literally arrived about 15 minutes ago. So I stopped what I was doing, set the studio up for the unboxing video, and here we go. Miskatonic Tales is a new Arkham Horror themed game, as you might expect from the name, which is going to be coming out from Chaosium at Essenspiel later this year. Now, if you're not going to be at Essenspiel, it will be available later. This is a straight to retail game, none of that crowdfunding stuff. But Chaosium are the people that are making Horror on the Orient Express, which was a crowdfunded game, and that is a game which I am super excited about, and I'm going to be doing a official tutorial and playthrough video for that game in, I think, January of next year now. Production of that game has been pushed back a little bit, but that is not, sound is crackly. Oh right, okay. We've got those sound issues again. Apologies for that. Hang on a minute, I'll see if I can fix it. Right, we've not had this for weeks. I was just saying to Vicky the other day, we have not had this issue for weeks, and I'm hoping that the issue has gone away because I've done absolutely nothing differently. So yeah, and I've done, how many live streams did I do last week? I think I did 14 live streams this last week, and everything was fine. I've changed absolutely nothing. So I can fix it if you just bear with us a minute. There are things that I can do to fix it, and I will be trying to do those things now. And hopefully some of the things that I'm doing are fixing it. If they're not, please let me know. I am closing stuff down. So the CPU usage of my computer is dropping now to 60%. Let me know if that's any better. If that's not any better, then the only thing that I can do is to actually reboot my computer, which means I'll be back in a minute. But yeah, let me know if that is any better at all. If not, I can reboot the computer and I can be back with you in a couple of minutes. I will keep an eye on the chat to see if it's working. Yeah, very, very annoying sound issues that just seem to come and go for no reason whatsoever. Okay, it seems better. That's good. So yes, as I was saying, there are still some crackles. Okay. Right. Okay. Give us a minute. Don't go anywhere. I am going to reboot my computer. The video will carry on streaming. There will be a black screen for a little bit, but I will be back. So just bear with us a minute. Right. We might be back. Who knows? Who knows if we are back or not? Let me know if we are back and if it's working. The problem being that I have literally just rebooted my computer, so of course the CPU usage is very high as my computer is just warming up. But yes, let me know if we are back. I think we're back and it sounds much better. Okay, so apologies for that. Yeah, I'm gonna get a new computer. I've been having these issues for a couple of weeks and it's really, really intermittent. In the meantime, while I've been gone, I have unboxed this. This might be the most well-packaged game that I have ever been sent. This was in black plastic, this was in a cardboard box, then that was in wrapping, then that was in a cardboard box, and then that was, yeah, wow. So, Miskatonic Tales, Call of Cthulhu themed game, Journey into Innsmouth, which for those people who don't know is one of the most famous Cthulhu stories, the seaside resort of Innsmouth where everybody's worshipping Dagon, I believe. Lots of fish people. So, yeah, we don't need the scissors anymore, and we're going to jump in. So, this is quite a heavy box. So, this is a cooperative, and there's a narrative story in it. I believe it comes with 3 chapters. There are going to be spoilers inside. This is, I don't yet know, because I haven't dived into it in detail, whether it is a game which is replayable, or whether it would still have the same impact if you do replay it. I don't know yet. What I do know is that the playthrough that I'm going to be doing on Friday is going to be the first part of the first chapter or the first scenario in the game. And there are going to be spoilers in that. We have somebody in the chat. Vince says that you've been playing Call of Cthulhu since 1983. Excellent. And you play tested a couple of these. Right. Okay. It's Chaosium. Chaosium is the publisher who has the Call of Cthulhu license. They are the people, I believe, who first published the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game way back in the 80s. But recently, Chaosium have expanded their portfolio and they have started doing board games. And the Horror on the Orient Express, which was a big Kickstarter, that was one of them. And then this is another one, and they've got others coming out as well. Yes. So this game is going to be released at Essen Spiel, and I am going to be doing a public playthrough of this on Friday at 8 o'clock in the evening. So 8 o'clock this Friday, there will be a public playthrough of the start of the first chapter or scenario of this game. We don't want to give away too much. Now, if you are one of my Patreon supporters, then as soon as this unboxing video has finished, I am going to be doing a private live stream just for you where I learn how to play. So for the next couple of hours today, I am going to be learning how to play the game, and that will be a Patreon only stream. So you will get a message about that if you are one of my Patreon supporters. It's replayable, says Vince, and there's a lot to discover. That's good to know. That is good to know. So yes, there will be spoilers, but not too many spoilers. So what do we have here? Well, we have cardboard, more cardboard with the rule book, and it's nice that it's not a huge rule book in terms of Call of Cthulhu starter set. Ah, right, yes, the advert for the role-playing game. So yeah, the rulebook, I've been sent the PDF of this. It's not actually too big or too complicated. So yeah, we'll have a look at that later on. Now, just looking at this, I'm suspecting that this is not how your copy of the game is going to come. I think, judging by the fact that we have Ziploc bags with stuff in there, I think, because this has been sent to me by the publisher, I don't think this is how your copy of the game is going to come. I think, I mean, it might be, I don't know, but I suspect not. I suspect it's going to be normal punch board, and then you're going to have to punch these tokens out. So, not going to be a true unboxing video today, but we are going to show you the contents of what you get in here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure your game is not going to come with elastic bands. Get rid of those elastic bands straight away. Is this in the same series as Horror on the Orient Express? Well, it's by the same publisher, but I wouldn't have said it's in the same series. Horror on the Orient Express is a standalone board game designed by Adam Kwapinski. This is Miskatonic Tales. Now, whether there's going to be any more Miskatonic Tales in future, I don't know. This is Journey into Innsmouth, or Journey to Innsmouth. I guess if the game is successful, there may be a Miskatonic Tales Paul Gets Lost in the Jungle coming next year. You never know. But no, this is a completely different game, other than the fact that it is Call of Cthulhu themed, Arkham Horror themed. Right, always like a nice illustrated box, so that's good. Right, what we're going to get first? Well, let's open up these. I've got a preset. Let's zoom in a little bit. There you go. So we have player boards. Looks like player boards. Get rid of that. And I believe it is up to 4 characters. Well, sorry, it's 4 characters, but it's up to 4 players. And we're going to be showing this off on Friday, but there is an NPC system within the game. So on Friday, we're going to be playing with 3 players and 1 NPC, because we want to show off how that game works. And I guess you can play this solo. Yeah, it's 1 to 4 players, but you have to run the other people as NPCs if you want to play them. So these are the character sheets where you're going to be tracking your health and your sanity, all of the usual Cthulhu stuff. Starting cards: Elizabeth Hawthorne, Margaret Sinclair, Ezra Marsh, Philip Harris, Laszlo Varga, Irene Dubois, and Sarah Ellington. Okay, so we've got way more than 4 characters. And these are all going to be slightly different and going to play in a slightly different way. We have a map. Awesome stuff. We have another map of Innsmouth itself. Hopefully this isn't really any spoilers. It's just stuff. Right, what do we have here? We have keywords. The Whispering Caves, the Lightless Beacon, and the Innsmouth Sea Festival. So these, I believe, are the 3 scenarios included in the game. And I don't know if you're supposed to play them in order or there is any continuation from one to another. I guess there is. Scenario 1 is the Whispering Caves. Now, again, without reading the rulebook, but my guess is this is one of those games where certain things that you will do in the game will say, now tick off this. And then later on, it will say, do you have this ticked off? In other words, the choices that you make within the game are going to have an impact later on in the game. So these are... And yes, it's replayable because they give you plenty of these sheets. Oh, I've also just looked on the other side. Right, well, I don't know what any of this is, but that's quite cool. So we got these. We've got... This looks like... this is the save system. So we're going to be showing this off on Friday as well because we're not going to be playing through a full scenario. So at the end of when you decide to stop playing, you will record this with a save system, and then you can pick that up and carry on playing later on. We have an event board, one of those for each of the scenarios. So again, we'll explain what that does later on. And right, now let's have a look at the big books. So this is a narrative heavy game. There we go. Right, big ring bound book. So these are the 3 scenarios included in the game. This is the Whispering Caves. I'm just going to flip through it. Nobody's going to get any spoilers. Just to give you an idea of the amount of narrative here. But what I'm seeing is I am seeing numbered locations. So I don't know if this is some kind of, choose your own adventure style game where it will say, oh, now go to location 123 and you'll find location 123 and you will read some blurb, something like that. But yes, 3 scenarios in the game. Lightless Beacon looks bigger. And Journey to Innsmouth looks even bigger. Right, so I'm guessing the first one is slightly smaller scenario. Right, that's that. Other things that we have in the game. Well, there's a lot of components in this game. This box was quite heavy. I have no idea what the retail price for this game is going to be. If anybody knows the answer to that and can put it in the chat, that would be great. Thankfully, because of my job, I get sent these games for free, so I don't buy them. But there's a lot of components in this game. There's a lot of content, and I don't want to show too much content. I'm guessing these are the packs for the actual scenarios because, flip this card over when instructed to do so, it looks like these might make up a map. I'm not sure. I don't want to look too much at them. But we have other things. We have other items. Save system. That's the save system there. And then we've got some components. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to zoom in on this part of my table. And I'm going to show you just some of the cards, just to see what we've got. Again, I don't think these are spoilers as such. These look like the cards that the players will have. And we have lots of agility cards. Are these all the same? I think these are all of the same. So these are agility cards. Yeah, there's a huge amount of these. And then there's appearance cards. And then there are power cards. Now, just going back to the player characters, I remember seeing this starting cards. So this character here would start with 4 power cards, 3 agility cards, 3 appearance cards, and a brain with 3 exclamation marks sticking out of it. I'm not sure what that is. But yes, so these look like cards that you're going to get in your hand, which you're going to use to do things with, I guess. Education, constitution, strength. Okay, so these are all like stats and things like that. Let's move these out of the way and let's have a look at this other deck of cards. Stress. That's what these cards are. Stress cards. When drawn, place this card in your play area. Get 2 stress and lose a sanity. Okay, so these are bad cards. I think these are all the same. Yeah, so these are all the same. There's a huge amount of cards in this game. So those are those, and then injuries, kind of the physical problems that you can have. And then we've got some heroism cards as well, whatever these are. Look like wild cards, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We've got poison, we've got improvisation. So yeah, lots and lots of cards there. But I'm not going to show you the cards in these boxes because I think that's going to be spoiler territory. We've also got, if I just zoom in here a bit, we've got lots of components. So we've got lots of cardboard tokens in here, and in here, and in here, and in here, and in here. And we got some dices And yes, I said dices. That's it, I think, for the unboxing video. I am just going to have a quick look at the rulebook, see what the playtime is. Okay, it says on the box 15 hours. So I'm thinking that that's 15 hours for the whole game. And my guess is that would be maybe 4 or 5 hours per scenario. Maybe 4 for the first one, maybe 5 for the next one, maybe 6 for the last one. I don't know. But yeah, you play over 3 scenarios, and there's an immersive audio included. So there's a free audio app. I didn't know about that. Okay. Objective of the game. Yes, experience a thrilling adventure where the story takes center stage. There are no traditional victory or defeat conditions. Oh. Oh, now that's perked my interest. Instead, every decision, every discovery, and every sacrifice contributes to the narrative you create together. I think they tried telling me about this when I was interested in the game, but I wasn't listening to them. Some characters may perish, others may lose their sanity, and still others might uncover horrifying truths about a world far stranger than anyone could imagine. Right, so I was already interested in this game, which is why I contacted them and said I'd love to cover it if I can. I'm more interested in it now because, just from reading that, it appears that, like it said, there is no win, there is no lose. You are kind of creating your own story together. That's what it sounds like. And I'm quite interested in that. Also, the fact that some characters may perish and others may lose their sanity. Maybe that's why you get 8 characters, because some of them will die, but then the players will then pick up a new character and carrying on. Anyway, I have all of this to discover, and I am going to discover some of it this afternoon. So yes, we are all done now. Thank you, Vince, for the Whispering Caves. 4 hours. Yeah, and 5.5 for the second time changes a lot. Right, okay. Yeah, and it's good that it is replayable, because games like this, sometimes they cannot be replayable. You know, you've played it once and you're like, ah, yeah, we know the story. But it sounds like in this one, they have made it so that it is replayable. But we're going to find out later on. That's it for today. This is just a quick unboxing video. And yes, if you're one of my Patreon supporters, you will be getting a link in the next 5 minutes. And I will be doing a Paul Learns the Game from the rulebook. And that's going to be happening this afternoon. But keep an eye on the channel for when I'm going to be covering this in public, which will be 8 o'clock on Friday. In fact, the video is there now. If you want to head over to my channel, look at the video for Friday, 8 o'clock, set yourself a reminder. We will be live. There will be spoilers, but we are just going to be playing the first part of scenario 1 and hopefully not give too much away. Other than that, that's everything. Thank you very much to everybody for watching. If you like the content that I create and you want to support me directly, you can do so at patreon.com/gamingrules. This video has not been paid for. Friday's playthrough is a sponsored playthrough. Thank you very much to Chaosium for supporting the channel with that sponsored playthrough on Friday. But today's video is not paid for. So yes, big thank you to all of my Patreon supporters for funding the channel. And apologies again for the sound issues at the start. I will see you next time. Cheers, everybody. Bye-bye.